How'd you survive the weather?
It was all right. Just tore up our house, that's all.
It just tore up my house.
Yeah, just tore up the house.
And you're still smiling.
Yeah, you gotta keep it smiling.
What's the secret? What's the secret to still smiling when your house is gone? Today on the Sonic Guy, very different episode. We're visiting our location in Marianna, Florida, which just 2 weeks ago was devastated by Hurricane Michael. We're gonna see how the store looks, how we got back on our feet, how we're trying to get through this, and we're gonna talk to some of our folks that were really affected by this terrible storm. This is Hunter Harrell, his supervisor in a lot of our Dothan stores, and here in Marianna, Florida, where we had a lot of hurricane damage. So we're here today just to kind of see what's going on, see how the cleanup's coming along, make sure everybody's doing well. How's it going, Hunter?
It's pretty good, man. We're back open, making money, and serving the customers. So,
well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Did anybody get hurt bad here? Is everything?
No, we had no injuries to our Sonic family, so that's always a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing, is the safety of the folks. And you guys were able to get open, and I thought it was real interesting, because when you were talking about getting open, you weren't just talking about, oh, we got to start putting money in the register. What was your thought about we need to get open?
We got to feed these people. They're driving 2 hours to eat. They can come here and we can serve them in town. So you can get back to clean up or wherever you got to go and get back to normal.
And that's the remarkable thing, because your employees were stuck without power too.
They were, and they were still here working.
But they'd come here, and then they were serving the customers.
Yes, sir. They would. It's amazing. They rallied together, took care of the people, and we're trying to get everything back to normal.
Man, you're awesome, Hunter. All right, we're gonna go look around your store. We're gonna talk to some folks and see what's going on. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sonic Guy! Oh my gosh!
This is Margarita.
Hey.
Margarita. Margarita, assistant manager here in Marianna, Florida. She is one of the hard workers, team members. You've been here for how long have you been working here now?
Almost 6 years.
Almost 6 years. And when I walked up just now, you had the big smile on your face. So you would never know that 2 weeks ago, this hurricane came through here. And what I want to just talk a little bit, I want our guests to be able to see the real people that work at Sonic and what we all go through, and when there's times of trouble, how not all of us, but certainly how you really stood up to these circumstances. So tell me a little bit about what happened, if you don't mind.
I was in my house when the storm came.
Yeah.
Me and the dog. 2 trees fell about 30 minutes after the winds came. Lifted my house up and dropped my house back down.
Oh my gosh.
My roof flew off, and luckily I was in the front of the house. So my house is flooded from the back to the front. So right now I'm staying with friends and in my car.
Your house just blew up, went down, the front's off, the water's coming in, and the first thing you do the next morning is, I better go check on the Sonic.
Yep.
And you get up, oh, come here. You get up and you walk, how far is it, a mile and a half? How'd the store look when you came up?
Of course the sign is down, the awning was down, all the wires were down, all the trash cans. None of the trash cans were here, they were blown all over. There's trees down everywhere, which are still down. We have no mailbox, which we have one now because we don't know.
Good, nobody can send bills.
Yeah, we don't know where the mailbox went. But it was devastating to know that I couldn't come back to work for a while. So
you saw the Sonic, the sign's gone, but the Sonic was still standing. So that
Sonic
was kind of
still here.
I didn't know if we were still going to have a Sonic after watching the weather. I was watching the weather all night, and the first thing in the morning, you're like, oh my gosh. And first thing Keith said, everybody's okay.
Yep.
So that was miraculous. But man, Margarita, I mean, I'm so glad that you're physically okay, that you survived, and I just appreciate and admire so much your work to just get up and come in here and just bring that smile every day. Just can't tell you how much we appreciate it, and just how glad I am that you're here. This is Leslie Passmore. She's assistant manager here in Marianna. So another one of our crew that's pulled together through this hurricane that just caused so much devastation. And I understand you really had kind of a rough time. What was happening in your life when all this happened?
I didn't understand how devastating it would be, so I thought it was just a storm. So I sent my children to Chipley to stay with my parents overnight. And I didn't realize till the next day, till it was too late, that I needed to evacuate and I didn't have time to go over there.
So you sent your kids to their grandparents' house 35 miles west, and all of a sudden you had to get out of here short notice. Where did you go?
I went to Grand Ridge, which is a little ways east of here, because it was just the fastest way to get on the interstate and get there. And we got there about an hour and a half before the storm hit, because we were going to stay in town until, you know, we got the call that, look, no, you have to evacuate. You need to get out now because they're closing the roads.
Right.
And that's partly when I understood how really serious it was. And I lost contact with my kids for 3 days.
Oh my gosh, 3 days. So
we had no cell service or anything.
Right. And you couldn't even charge your phones.
Nope.
Yeah. So your kids went to stay with your grandparents. You think that's going to be a safer place? And was that a safe place?
It wasn't. One of the trees snapped off in the room that they were actually sitting in to begin with,
gosh.
and went through the roof. They got out right before it hit out of that room. Wow. And this is all while I didn't know any of it was going on. And then it took me 3 days without knowing any of this to me and my boyfriend and his stepdad to cut our way out of the dirt road that we were in with no help, because nobody knew we were out there.
You're like literally fighting for your life, and you're fighting to get to go see your kids, which no tree can get no mama's way.
No, the minute I knew it was open and clear, I was going to see them. So,
philosophies or anything that you changed the way you think of things, if you
appreciate hot water, running water, hot water, and street lights. Because it's extremely dark at night in town, and they still don't have all of them up.
Right.
And appreciate your loved ones, because you never know if that's going to be the last time that you'll ever see them again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good words. Good lessons. Thank you.
Yeah, it's made me think about a lot of stuff in my life.
Yeah. It really is.
How scared I was until after it happened.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was any reason to really be scared.
Yeah. Well, none of us knew. The weather, the challenge, nobody knew. And just the terrifying thing of being away from your kids, I just can't even imagine. I'm just so glad you guys were able to reunite and that all that works good. And on the other end, we find the lessons that you just told me. I appreciate your family. Realize every time you see him, could be the last time. And that
I
really
hugged my mom so much yesterday. I just had to hug her, and she laughed at me. She's like, "It's okay." But sometimes just a mother's hug is what you need,
Yeah. Man, that's great. Thanks, Liz. Can I give you a hug? My goodness.
I appreciate it.
Devastated, but still coming to work because wanting to help people, So, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. Just so glad you're good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Go hug your mama.
Okay, right?
People pull together in times of greatest need, and we found here that the crews really work together. They're helping each other out. They're helping each other get to work, and the motive is not necessarily just to make the Sonic make money. They really are trying to help their community. There's hundreds of thousands of people without power, so it was really good that our folks here, our employees here, feel like what they're doing is helping the community by cooking, by providing food for people who don't have any heat in their home. So you told me it's so hard for people to get, you really appreciate a hot meal.
Oh yeah.
Do you think do you feel like we're providing a service that's
yeah, people are they come in and they're so grateful and just so appreciative that there's a place to get a hot meal, and I get it. Because before we were open, it was just you want to eat canned foods, if you have to, you have to, but that hot meal means it's very comforting in a time like this. So for us to be able to provide that here, it's just, I mean, customers are just so grateful.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that we're able to do that for them too.
Yeah. So even in the darkest times, there's always those people with that great spirit, the people that bring encouragement to everyone. So when I asked, who's cheering us up here? Who's keeping the spirits so high? Everyone said Rico. So if I'm looking for the positive guy, the guy that's keeping the spirits up, who is it?
That would be Rico. He's the amazing cheerleader, yeah.
So this is
wonderful.
Rico. Everybody calls you Rico. But what's your real name?
I'm Tyreek.
Tyreek. But you go by Rico?
I go by Rico.
Suave?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Of course.
So I'm asking people, I say, so you guys got such a good attitude in here. Who's like the cheerleader? Who you go to? And everyone said Rico.
Yes.
So did this hurricane not affect you? It just blew right by your house?
Oh, it did affect me. It did affect the, like the trees or whatever. But luckily, my house wasn't really, messed up. So that was a positive thing that happened. But besides power, because I'm still out of it, by the way. But
So you don't have any power?
no,
2 weeks?
no, going on 3.
3 weeks. But you still come up in here happy. You're just tired of looking at trees.
That's all that is. I'm tired of looking at trees. So this is what helps me escape the reality of the situation at the time. So I try to let everybody else have a good time.
So what are the things you do to cheer people up?
I don't know. I'm kind of humorous. So I like
Kinda
to think
humorous?
so. So that kind of breaks the ice a lot. Whatever kind of tension, we have a good time. That's what I think.
So what have you done today? I saw a lot of people laughing a while ago. What happened?
Oh, I was singing a song
A song.
called "This Is How We Sonic."
Oh, how's that go?
It's like the song "This Is How We Do It" by Montel Jordan.
Oh.
This is how we. You know that song?
Yeah.
So I just put the Sonic on there. That's
This is how we're Sonic, baby.
go.
Come on.
Yeah, turn
Two,
up.
two. Come on.
This is how we Sonic. And I get kind of crunk from there. You
Come
know
on.
what I mean?
Get it crunk.
But this is how we Sonic. Hey, this is how we Sonic. No, 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 no. This is how we Sonic. Hey, don't be shy. Don't be bashful now.
Thank you.
We do not own copyright here. We don't want to get sued.
So got a chance to meet Rico, talk with him a little bit. This kid is fantastic. He's funny, he's encouraging, even though he, just like everyone else, he's going on over 2 weeks now without power in his house. He's struggling, but he brings a great attitude to work every day, and it's infectious. He gets everyone happy, whether it's telling a joke, giving a smile, or hey, dancing and singing a song. I appreciate you talking with me, and I appreciate you sharing the love with the whole place.
Absolutely.
Because we need that. We need the joy.
Yes,
man, it's good to meet you.
Good to meet you too,
Appreciate
Paul.
you, man. Have a great day.
You too, man.
Yeah. Obviously, a lot of challenges for our folks, but this is just a small percentage of the population. Lots and lots of people here devastated. A lot of people have lost cars, homes, certainly clothing, possessions. So we've created a link to some resources if you'd like to donate, if you'd like to find out more about the people here in Marianna. That link will be right below. So that is the end of this episode of The Sonic Guy. Like I said, different from usual, but still showing behind the scenes. For business, things do happen and people pull together, and we're so proud and thankful for the people in Dothan and Marianna that have pulled together to help us get back on our feet. Just great opportunity to meet the folks. Even though it's very sad, we're all so encouraged by the way they've come back. So I hope you enjoyed the opportunity to see the inside these Sonics, the people, we're real people bringing that food out to you. Please come back and see us.